This is newsVISION for Friday, October 6th. 11th District U.S. Congressman Mike Conaway says he is disgusted by the scandalous emails and instant messages sent to pages by former Congressman Mark Foley of Florida after an appearance in El Dorado in Schleicher County. Conaway says he stands by House Speaker Dennis Hastert, saying, quote, "For anybody to call for Speaker Hastert's resignation is wrong-headed and extreme." Conaway also referred to the talk of Hastert's resignation as media-driven hype. The Midland congressman also talks about the scandal in his weekly email newsletter, The Conaway Chronicle. 8 days after a gunman took hostages, killing one before committing suicide, a Colorado school has reopened to students. The room where the tragedy unfolded is closed. More in this report from the Associated Press.
Platte Canyon High School reopened Thursday, a little more than a week after a gunman took 6 girls hostage and killed one before taking his own life.
It's good seeing the kids back. That's probably the most important thing.
Pink ribbons spelled out, "I love you guys," on a highway overpass leading to the school. That's the text message the student that was killed, Emily Keys, sent her father while the gunman held her hostage. Classes began where they left off last week with third period, which was underway when drifter Dwayne Morrison entered the school.
I think the recovery process is going to be extremely quick. Because just for me today, I feel, hey, I want to take back what's mine. I mean, he took my school, I feel, and I want it back.
School officials said they knew that some students might have a rough time coming back, so counselors were brought in to help.
The initial reports from the staff and these mental health workers indicate that students are doing extremely well. Some are taking advantage of the counseling services that are available, while others just wanted to get back to learning and get back to their regular routines.
Police were on hand to screen all the students, but the chief said he tried to avoid a heavy police presence.
I don't want it to look like a prison. I mean, I don't want everybody, we provided a security when we needed it, and I think it's time for us to gradually go back into the normal routine. It's important to get back to there.
The room where gunman Dwayne Morrison barricaded himself and held his hostages will be sealed off for the rest of the school year. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
The parents of Emily Keys, Ellen and John Michael Keys, have already established a foundation to help survivors of the tragedy and to help other schools avoid violent outbreaks such as the one in Bailey. That website is at www.iloveyoguys.org. In sports, Lynn Hayward has a look at this weekend's football highlights in today's Friday Night Minute. Welcome to this week's edition of Friday Night Minute. We have with us Lynn Hayward, sports editor at the Midland Reporter-Telegram. Lynn, this weekend, Midland High, Midland Lee, Odessa High, Odessa Permian, all off this weekend. What do you guys take the night off?
No, we don't take the night off. We've still got work to do.
Well, what do you do?
We're going to be covering, we're going to have somebody at Andrews Big Spring. Greenwood is in town and playing at home. Probably going to end up going 6-0 on Friday. The Rangers are playing real well right now. And we'll also have someone covering the Pecos-Monahans game, which is the district opener for Monahans.
And is it odd that all 4 of the local teams in Midland and Odessa would be off on the same time?
No, this is the traditional bye week. This is what happens with most districts throughout the state. If they're an 8-team district, usually they try to take that bye week before district starts. That's the beauty of 0 week. They added in that 11th week so a team could get in a bye week before they have to start their district season.
Okay, let's check the area real quick. Andrews, Big Spring. I know both of them having some problems this year, but still, there's that regional rivalry that's built in every.
I think it's still a little bit of a West Texas rivalry, but both of these teams need a win, and I think Big Spring probably has the edge in this game simply because of talent-wise. They may have a little bit more talent than Andrews does right now, but what'll be interesting to see. I mean, Andrews is kind of plugging along right now. They've only really got to win one game to get in the playoffs because they're in a 4-team district. So,
real quickly, look at the big game in the college ranks tomorrow. Texas OU. Who you liking?
I don't know. It all depends on how. It's all going to depend on how Colt McCoy responds to seeing a Bob Stoops defense. If Texas is able to move the football and Colt does a good job of getting the people who can run with the football, then I think the Longhorns will have a chance to win. But if Colt struggles, I think Oklahoma may win because they're going to give UT a heavy dose of Adrian Peterson.
There you have it. Have a good football weekend, everyone. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Check out today's Reporter Telegram for first-person features from reporters flying in CAF planes and also from photos from last night's Red Mass at St. Anne's Church. In today's reader poll, tell us your favorite 1960s-era television situation comedy. In yesterday's poll, you were split down the middle on the subject of Dennis Hastert. 50.2% of you feel the U.S. Speaker of the House should resign in the wake of the Foley scandal. 49.8% of the 260 voters say no, that Hastert should stay. That's News Vision for this Friday. Have a nice weekend. I'm Jimmy Patterson.